Students, in your syllabus, mainly three very important lessons are there, particularly in chemistry part. So first, very important lesson. So that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Students, in the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics, you have to know about synthetic fibers and also plastics, types of synthetic fibers and plastics, characteristics of synthetic fibers and plastics, and also you have to know plastics and the environment, some other informations also there. Similarly, second lesson, so that is coal and petroleum. Students, in coal and petroleum, that is very important lesson. So this lesson is completely about that importance of coal, petroleum, natural gas, and also some natural resources are limited. Some other informations also you have to know about very important non-renewable resources like coal and petroleum. Similarly, one more very important lesson, that is last lesson, so that is what we called as combustion and flame. In combustion and flame lesson, you have to know about the definition for combustion, how to control the particular fire, types of combustion, structure of a flame, definition for fuel, and also you have to know about fuel efficiency. Some other information is also there. Students, before starting about first lesson, that is synthetic fibers and plastics, just we recall what we learned in 7th standard. Just we recall some basic questions, bridge codes. First question, that is very important, so that is definition for chemistry. What is chemistry like? Name indicates chemistry, chemicals. So chemistry is a branch of science and deals with the study of chemicals and their reactions. What is chemistry, students? Chemistry is a branch of science and deals with the study of chemicals and also their reactions. That is what we called as chemistry. Similarly, second question, what is matter? What is matter? That is very simple. You take anything, any object you take, so and also the particular object that occupies some space. You take anything, so that occupies some space, and also the particular object should contain the particular mass also. Anything that occupies space and also that has mass, so that is what we call as matter. Next, coming to states of matter. Usually matter is exist in four states, namely solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. So this is the structure of solid, this one is liquid, this one is gas, and also last one more very important state of matter is there, so that is what we called as plasma. Students, you have to differentiate, you have to know differences between solid, liquid, and gas, arrangement of molecules, you have to know about that. So first, very important state of matter, so that is solid. You see the arrangement of that molecules inside that solid. So molecules are arranged, so in case of solid, that is compactly arranged. Compactly arranged means there is no any spaces between the particular molecules, so there is no any movement actually. You see, you take any object there, so you take one chalk piece, so the particular chalk piece is a best example for solid. So that chalk piece will move from one place to another place, so it cannot move because that particles or molecules arranged in the particular object. So that is very compactly arranged, and also there is no any movement takes place actually. Similarly, one more very important state is there, so that is what we called as liquid state. You observe the molecules inside that liquid. So between that molecules there is a presence of what? Some spaces are there. What's the nature of that liquid? That is fluid in nature, and also the particular fluid will move from one place to another place because molecules are freely arranged. Molecules can move from one place to another place because of that molecules are arranged in liquid somewhat free. Coming to gas, so you observe the molecules present in the particular gas. You observe the gap between the particular gas that molecules or between the molecules there is a large gap is there. So molecules are freely move inside the particular cylinder. So molecules are randomly moved because molecules are freely arranged. Because of that reason we have to store the particular gas inside the particular cylinder because that molecules are randomly moved. Movement of molecules are very fast, and because that between the particular molecule there is a big gap is there, and also molecules are arranged very freely inside the particular cylinder. And also one more state is there, so that is plasma. How many states are there in matter? There are 4 states are there: solid, liquid, gas, and also last one, that is plasma. Next, coming to what is an element? What is an element? So very simple. Element, how many elements are there? So you know, periodic table. You see that periodic table that contains many elements are there, mainly 118 elements are there. So you have to know definition for that. What is an element? Element is a substance that contains same kind of atoms. That contains same kind of atoms, so that is what we called as element. For example, potassium is there, magnesium is there, chlorine is there, magnesium is there, some other many of elements are there, all elements having same kinds of atoms, and also all atoms present in the particular element that shows characteristic features of that element. For example, potassium, you take potassium is a element. That potassium that contains many atoms, and also the particular atoms, all the atoms that shows characteristics of the particular potassium only. Similarly, magnesium, some other elements also. So this is what we called as element. Next, coming to chemical symbol. What is a chemical symbol? Why we have to use that chemical symbol? Chemical symbol is a brief scientific way of representing a name of an element. What is a chemical symbol? Chemical symbol is a brief scientific way of representing a name of the particular element. Why we are using the particular element? For representing that element. For example, hydrogen is a. What's the symbol of that hydrogen? That should be H. What about that oxygen? That is O. Calcium, that is Ca. So Ca means automatically that name will come to our mind. That should be a calcium atom length. Similarly, O, that indicates, that symbol indicates that oxygen molecule. Similar hydrogen, that H indicates that hydrogen atom length. That is what we called as chemical symbol. Similarly, so one more question is there. So that is what we called as compound. What is a compound? Compound, that is very simple. So that compound, that means so that contains 2 or more elements chemically combined. 2 or more elements chemically combined in a definite ratio to form a compound. What's the meaning of this? For example, I will tell you. So that sodium chloride is a example for compound. So according to that compound should that contains two or more elements chemically combined like that. For example, in sodium chloride, so the that sodium chloride that contains two elements. So first element that is chlorine, second one is that sodium, second one is chlorine. So two or more elements. In sodium chloride, two elements are there, that is sodium and chlorine. So that chemically combined here. Finally, that form a compound that is what we called as sodium chloride. Similarly, one more example is there for a compound. So that is carbon dioxide. What's the molecular formula of that carbon dioxide? That is CO2. That contains two substances here, two elements. First one is carbon, second one is oxygen. Here, carbon and oxygen molecules chemically combine to form a compound. So this is what we call as compound like that. Similarly, so next coming to molecules. What are molecules like that? You observe the picture here. So this is the structure of that molecules. This is salt molecule, this is oxygen molecule, so this one is water molecule, this one is sugar molecules. What are molecules? Molecules are very minute particle, very minute particle where of an element or compound. Molecules are the very minute particle of an element or a compound having a stable existence. Having a stable existence, that is what we call as molecule. Example for molecule, that is water molecule. Water molecule is the salt molecule is the sugar molecules are the oxygen molecules are there, some other molecules also there, and also the molecule is a minute particle of an element or compound having stable existence. So this is the picture of some molecules. Next coming to molecular formula. What is a molecular formula like that? So molecular formula, that is very simple. So we already got about molecular formula. What's the molecular formula of that water? That is H2O. Sodium chloride NaCl. Sulfuric acid H2SO4. Carbon dioxide CO2. Hydrogen H2. So these are all commonly called as molecular formula. So what is molecular formula like that? So molecular formula is a formula and also that represent a molecule with the help of symbol of elements and a particular number of atoms present in each of its element is called molecular formula. For example, see sulfuric acid. What's the molecular formula of the particular sulfuric acid? That is H2SO4. So molecular formula of the sulfuric acid is that is H2SO4. That contains how many hydrogen atoms are there? 2 hydrogen atoms are there. How many sulfur? Only one is there. How many oxygen molecules? 4 oxygen molecules are there and also chemically combined together. Finally, that form a compound. So that molecular formula is a formula and also that represents what? That molecules with the help of symbol of elements and the number of atoms present in each of its elements. Similarly, molecular formula of water is that is H2O. H2O. H2O means that is water. How many hydrogen atoms are there? 2 hydrogen atoms are there. How many oxygen? Only 1 oxygen atom is there. Similarly, sodium chloride, only 1 sodium is there and also 1 chlorine is there. So molecular formula that represent that atoms or molecules or elements present in the particular compound. That is what we call as molecular formula. Next coming to one more very important question, that is what is a mixture like that? What is a mixture? For example, for mixture, that is air. Air is a mixture of gases and gases. What's the meaning of that? Air that contains different types of gases are there. Oxygen is there, nitrogen is there, carbon is there, carbon monoxide is there, some other gases also there, so together call them as that is air. Air is a mixture of gases. Example for mixture, that is air because that contains many gases like that. Mixture consists of two or more substances. The mixture consists of two or more substances mixed physically in any proportion. Mixed physically in any proportion, that is what we called as mixture. See the picture here, this is the mixture of gases A and B. A indicates the blue colored molecule, so the green that indicates that another type of molecules actually or substances. So this mixture that contains two substances, blue and green, and also mixed physically in any proportion, finally that form a mixture. Example, already told you air. Air is a mixture of many gases. Similarly, one more question is the solution. What is solution? Solution is nothing but what? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, you see the picture here. So you take one beaker and also the beaker that contains solvent. Example for solvent, that is water. Then you add some particles here, solute. The solute means that substance is dissolved in that solvent, that is what we call as solute. For example, you take sugar or salt, any other solid particles. So you take sugar, you consider the sugar as a solute here. You add sugar as a solute into the solvent that is water. So finally that sugar molecules dissolve with the particular solvent, that is water. Finally we will get a type of solution. So that solution, that is what we call as sugar solution. Solute that dissolve with that solvent, finally that form a solution. Solute plus solvent, finally we will get what? Solution. Instead of here, in the place of that sugar, you take salt as a solute, considered as solute. So and also that salt will be dissolved with the particular solvent, that is water. So finally we will get a type of that solution, that is salt solution. Solute plus solvent, finally we will get a solution. So this is about today's class about bridge course. Just we recalling what we done in 7th standard. So students, next class we will start first very important lesson. So that is what we called as synthetic fibers and plastics. Synthetic fibers and plastics. Similarly, I will tell you very important point here about class